You're listening to NatSci News Rewind, a podcast that looks back at the monthly news headlines in the world of NatSci. Let's take a look back at the news for the month of February 2022. MSU's Bruno Basso appointed to prestigious National Academies Board. Michigan State University ecosystem scientist Bruno Basso has been appointed a member of the Board on Agricultural and Natural Resources, the major unit of the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine. Basso is one of BANR's 7 new board members appointed to a 3-year term. As a board member, Basso will engage with federal, state, and private sector sponsors seeking the National Academy's independent authoritative advice to develop and promote the board's own initiatives and will provide guidance to BANR staff. Thomas Sharkey named American Society of Plant Biologists Pioneer Member. Michigan State University plant biochemist Thomas D. Sharkey was recently named a pioneer member of the American Society of Plant Biologists, a recognition given to leaders in the society, especially those who have been involved in training graduate students, postdocs, and visiting professors. The pioneer membership is given to ASPB members whose former graduate students, postdocs, and colleagues raised $5,000 in their name. MSU's Beronda Montgomery named an ASBMB Fellow. Michigan State University's Beronda Montgomery is a recipient of a 2022 American Society for Biochemistry and Molecular Biology Fellow Award. Designation as an ASBMB Fellow recognizes outstanding commitment to the organization through participation in the society in addition to accomplishments in research, education, mentorship, diversity and inclusion, advocacy, and service to the scientific community. Montgomery is among 28 members nationally who were selected for this year's ASBMB Fellow designation. Using AI to fight coronavirus. A team of Spartan researchers, led by MSU Foundation professor Guwei Wei, report that Omicron and other variants are evolving increased infectivity and antibody resistance according to an artificial intelligence model. Therefore, new vaccines and antibody therapies are needed. Fighting COVID and future diseases. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services is enlisting experts and resources at Michigan State University to bolster the state's fight against COVID, foodborne illnesses, and more. With 3 grants totaling more than $5 million, MSU and healthcare partners will help build up Michigan's capacity to respond to the current pandemic and future pathogens through the newly created Michigan Sequencing Academic Partnership for Public Health Innovation and Response, or MI-SAPPHIRE. NatSci's Claire Vier named new Director of Genetics and Genome Sciences Program. Associate Professor Claire Vier was selected as the new Director of the Genetics and Genome Sciences Program in the MSU College of Natural Science beginning February 1st. Vier replaces Kathy Ernst, who was appointed Chair of the Department of Animal Science in the College of Agricultural and Natural Sciences. Christoph Benning elected Senior Member of the National Academy of Inventors. Christoph Benning, Director of the Michigan State University Department of Energy Plant Research Laboratory, was elected a Senior Member of the National Academy of Inventors. He is among 83 academic inventors to be elected to the group in 2022. Benning is well known for basic research on plant lipid metabolism, including work identifying and applying the wrinkled-1 gene. He was selected in recognition of his groundbreaking research innovations and success in patenting, licensing and commercialization, mentorship, and education. The Ecological Stage, a new model links mate selection to species survival. In a new paper published in Ecology Letters, Michigan State University professor and evolutionary biologist Jeanette Bowman shows that the process of choosing a mate could be very important to the survival of the species. To do this, she and her co-author Maria Cervedio introduces a new theoretical model they coined the Ecological Stage. Whether sexual selection is helpful or hurtful to speciation is still controversial, yet the model can provide some new answers. It shows some sexual selection can be helpful to speciation and diversification. Setting a new standard in STEM education. Michigan State University is one of 5 institutions selected by the Association of American Universities, or AAU, to pioneer new and better approaches for evaluating teaching and learning in undergraduate STEM departments. MSU's Department of Chemistry has been enlisted by AAU to serve as one of the leaders in creating more meaningful and productive methods that can be implemented not only at Michigan State, but at any university. James Tija elected foreign member of Chinese Academy of Sciences. James Tija, a Michigan State University Distinguished Professor Emeritus and internationally renowned microbial ecologist, has been elected a foreign member of the Chinese Academy of Sciences for 2021. Tija was selected for his pioneering work, particularly in developing molecular and genomics tools to understand the impacts of anthropogenetic activity on environmental microbiomes. He is also instrumental in promoting international collaboration in microbial ecology between China and the rest of the world. MSU recognized for physics undergraduate education excellence. The American Physical Society, or APS, recognized MSU's Department of Physics and Astronomy this year with a prestigious award for improving undergraduate physics education. MSU undergraduate physics stood out for making significant improvements to its undergraduate educational experience and its ability to retain a high number of successful physics majors. APS will publicly honor awardees at its April meeting in New York City during the Education and Diversity reception. And that will wrap up the Rewind for the month of February 2022. To read more about these stories, head on over to our website at natsci.msu.edu/news. You can also stay up to date by following us on social. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at MSU NatSci. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to check us out next month.